Welcome to Wednesday night skill building, and I'm Debbie Barnett, and I'm so glad to be here with you tonight. I missed you guys last week, so I'm going to share my screen, head over to I Love Maj. Give me a thumbs up, please, if you can see. Wonderful. Okay, good to go then. So this is the I Love Maj website, and I Love Maj is a wonderfully intuitive game site that allows you to play against bots, allows you to schedule games with your friends or just on the fly. Let your friends know you want to play and you hop on. There are tutorials on the website on how to do everything. I also have it on my YouTube channel, which is MahjCon, MahjCon, how to play on I Love Maj. You can reach out to me if you don't know what to do. I'll help you any way I can. It's just a great site and a way for you to practice all the time. This is a challenging game. You cannot learn the game and go once a week to play Mahjong. You need to practice and reinforce what you've learned and keep it fresh literally every day. So if you're serious about getting good at the game, this is the place to do it. I am an affiliate. When you sign up, you normally get 2 weeks for free, but with my affiliate code, uppercase D, uppercase B for Debbie Barnett, put that in where it says you have a promo code, you'll get an extra week to try it out. Doesn't hurt to try it out. And then it's like, I don't know, 69, 60, whatever, less than $70 a year. If you take the yearly subscription, best gift you can give yourself. Give it to a friend as a gift. That's even better. Okay, the exercise room. This is where you are going to want to hang out if you're a newer player. It'll help you learn the card and practice the Charleston. Recognize what your opponents are playing. It's just so invaluable. And when the new card comes out, which is shortly, you are going to want to be in this exercise room practicing learning the different hands. I have to spend a lot of time because I have no excuse to come in here and tell you guys, I don't know the card. Well, maybe I will say it. You guys know me well enough by now, so maybe I will be honest but no, after playing for just a few years since I started when I was 26, uh-huh. I usually get pretty familiar with the card pretty quickly. Well, we're going to be playing against the bots, and we're going to play an official game. If you come in as a beginner trying this site out, play just for fun. It won't record your wins and losses, as it will with the official game. And under your name at the top is your game stats, and it'll let you know if you do start playing the official game, all the hands you've made and the ones that you haven't made, and what your ranking is on the site against other players. It's fabulous. So check out everything. Lots of stuff to look into here on this website. Siamese Mahjong is on here as well. If you're a Siamese Mahjong player, it's the only gaming site that has the official Siamese Mahjong. And they do monthly tournaments, and they just added Siamese tournaments. And it's a duplicate, what do they call it? Duplicate bridge, duplicate Mahjong. I don't know why it sounds weird all of a sudden, but it's where everybody starts with the same exact tiles. So that's really cool and it's fun. And if you win, you get to donate $1,000. They donate $1,000 to a charity of your choice. Fabulous idea, by the way. I'm going to be at the bot level, intermediate level 2. And these are different levels: beginner player bots, intermediate, advanced. I like to stay at the intermediate level. It's not a lot different than the advanced level for the purpose of my teaching. The beginner level bots do make some wonky mistakes because they didn't take in-person training with me. No, I'm just saying they do things that I don't teach. And a couple of those things that I don't teach, passing pairs during the Charleston, there are some exceptions. But when you're a newer player, to get the nuances of those exceptions, it might be a little bit more challenging. If you want to hang out after we're done tonight, you could always say to me, hey, I want to know, what do you mean by there are exceptions? Things like that. I don't want to take up the time to do it now, but there are exceptions to almost everything in this game. And then, where was I going with that? I don't even know. I just lost my whole train of thought. But anyway, the bot levels and all of that, just stay at intermediate. I think that's the best way. Uh, and again, if you have any questions, you could also stay after. Once I sign out, I do my sign off. You can hang around a little bit. People do that now and then. No pressure if you want to. Michelle says, where can you find the statistics that I Love Maj says it has? Examples, what is the percentage of times people get Mah Jongg who stopped the Charleston? Let me see where they might have that. Under articles, Mah Jongg statistics, and part 1 and 2. There you go. So under learn, bottom articles. Cool. Okay.
Thanks so much, Debbie.
You're very, very welcome. All righty, let's go back to play game launchpad. All right, let's get this game going now. All right, let's go ahead and launch the game. And when you're newer and come in, say no here, because this will take you out of what you're doing and somebody will invite you to their table. You don't know what level they are. That's a little challenging. If you're an advanced player, you might get someone really new and you have to wait a long time for them to make their moves. Or you might be a beginner player and somebody's playing fast and they're sending you a message. Or even because there's audio and video and they're saying, hey, are you going to go? Are you going to go? So just say no. Okay, in a few weeks, make sure you come in here and click on the 2026 card when you get it. Don't forget, it doesn't automatically default to it. They also have the big card from the Mah Jongg line on here and their own card. Fun to play with other cards. Just gives you more variety. Timer, I leave it off for tonight. Phyllis, I'm not going to forget. And this is how long it takes you to make a decision on a discard. Great way to help speed your game up. Start with 10 seconds, see if you can work down to 4. Even if you pick 4 and you run out of time, there's a little pause button, the 2 vertical lines that represent the pause button. So you can click pause and take as long as you want, but it's just a good way to do that. Let's start this.
Charleston.
All right, here we go. So now we have our tiles, and I'm going to sort by suit. I merely do that in the very beginning just to clean things up and gives me a way to see if I have any multiples. And I normally do put my wins and dragons down to the end, just the way I set them up. Everybody might have their own way. It doesn't matter to me how you do it. And okay, so taking a look at this initially, I have no multiples except for the west. I have no multiples of my suit tiles. So that's what I focus on first. And so I'm going to separate those suit tiles to start with just to see if anything changes my opinion of anything, to see that I have 3 odds and 3 evens. Well, doesn't help me too much right there. But what I do see, having the West, the pair of Wests, is maybe it would be a good idea to work with the evens and to keep my Wests for a possible East-West hand with the 8s. Just one thing that I'm seeing right now. Yeah, generally, you're not going to look for one hand. We're going to look for multiple things. We're going to look for either a category as a whole, or maybe something's going to pop out at us that we know is a hand in that category. Now, the other thing is that I do have this north and south, and I don't want to forget about that. And when I have multiple wins and I have dragons, I like to pay attention to my wins and dragons category. So right now I'm liking that too. Matter of fact, I even like the fact that I've got these fives there because one of the hands under Winds and Dragons has 2025. So I've got already a bunch of different things that I might want to keep an eye on. So I'm going to move these down for a minute and just see what we have going on. So if I wanted to keep an eye on that 2025 hand, it would give me, benefit me to keep both fives, gives me more flexibility. The more flexible you can stay in this game, the more chances you have of winning. Let's keep in mind that we have weeks, once we're a skilled player, we have weeks where we don't see a joker, we don't pick the tiles in, and no matter how much skill we have, we're just not being luckier than the next guy who's a little luckier with more jokers and picking their tiles. We want to get you to that point where you're skilled and not just at that beginner level where mostly what you're depending on is luck. So that's what I hope to get you guys through. Now, so that would be that second from the bottom line, right? For that one. Now, the fourth line down, which is the flowers, conga flowers, a pung of dragons, and then news and another pung of dragons could happen right here. Of course, I don't need two west, but I'm just going to leave them there for now. Line number 2, which is another one that I could keep track of, is the pair of flowers, 3 single tiles, and dragons. Well, if I keep the 5 and 6, potentially I could keep an eye on that. So now the question becomes, what do I do? Do I keep the 8s and forget about line 2? Or do I keep line 2 as an line 3, 6 with the hoping I get easts and wests, and of course we have a lot of tiles to pick through, but I would hope to pick up a few more things in the Charleston for that east-west hand to happen with the like numbers in 8s. So it's a question of which I feel like I might want to do. I do think that the line number 4 is something I want to keep an eye on. Maybe the 2025, although, that's challenging. We've got 2 pairs on either side of that line and singles, so that's challenging. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep the 5, 6 for line number 2. And I can't keep the 5, 6, and the 8s. I am not going to be able to keep everything here. So either I give up 1 west, if nobody's using wins, I may get that back. Maybe keep the, I can't do either. I can't get rid of a west and keep the 8s, but maybe I'll keep the 5. In all honesty, this is one of those things that becomes challenging. So right now, what am I going to do? I'm looking at maybe line 2 in Winds and Dragons, maybe line 4, and maybe line 7. I don't know. It could go anyway, right? So it's not going to be too challenging, but this is the way it's going to be. 8s and 1. Okay, so Janine said 8s and 1. I'm going to do this just to see what happens. All righty. So now I got in the 1s and the 9s. Honestly, I don't want any of those babies right now. I hope things change a little bit here. I get a 6 in. That's not really what I wanted, but I got this in. That makes me happier right there. And now line 1 and line number 4, I think is what's going to happen. This is a blind pass. I don't know that I need to keep the 6s unless I go with a consecutive run hand and keep that for a minute to see if anything happens. I do have potential in consecutive run 5, 6 with the opposite dragons, line number 6 or line number 5 with the same. Now you see how I'm navigating these hands. If you're a newer player, you got to learn the card. You got to practice on I Love Maj. That's going to help you in their exercise room to go through all the hands. So this is another really good possibility. It's a great possibility. So maybe just for this pass, I'm going to do a blind pass. What I'm a little concerned about, though, if I don't break up that 6, is that my opponent, or that I might receive good tiles. That happened to me playing with my friends last night. Oh my God, it was crazy. I got 3 tiles that I could use. I think I'm going to break it up. You know, I can't play everything. I got to do something. I'm nervous that I'm going to get too much in that I want to keep. I'm going to break it up. Good, bad, or indifferent. Okay, I got another 6. Oh my God. All right, well, what do we do here? We're going to continue. Why am I going to continue? Because I have 3 tiles that I can pass, that make sense to pass, that are okay to pass. I don't have just one hand. So when would I stop it? I had one hand, line 2, all the tiles I needed for line 2, and the 3 tiles that I had left to pass were maybe a pair, or maybe one of them had a flower. Did I say that earlier? You got to try to avoid passing flowers in the Charleston. They are a wonderful gift. Do not pass them. But again, there are times where you get stuck. You want to stay after. We could talk about those times where you get stuck passing them. So here we go. I am going to continue the Charleston. Oh,
Second Charleston.
And I am just going to hope that one of those pretty hands in Winds and Dragons will happen to come in. Look at that. Had I done the opposite dragon ones, whew, that would have been good. So I got back that West. If I were to keep the West, I'm now seeing that if I got a 2 bam, I would have 2025, but then that would do away with all of these pretty dragons. So I think I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go that route. So let me think about whether or not I want to hold. No, it's kind of sad. I feel a little bit sad about that, because we just don't know what we're going to get in. But this is the one I've got to give up. Unless I want to keep the 5. I could do this too. Let me know what you would want to do. By the way, I do like to take votes from you guys during the evening, so this is a good one. So my choices are keep the 5 and 6. I may get back one of the 6s that I gave up, and or these 6 that I gave up, and go for 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7 with the opposite dragons. That's the smartest one, to be honest, it would be. And also keep an eye on line 2 in Winds and Dragons, or second choice, line 2 Winds and Dragons and line 4 Winds and Dragons, and just forget about the consecutive. So I need to know consecutive plus Winds and Dragons, or just Winds and Dragons. That's got to be your answer. Consecutive and Winds and Dragons, or just Winds and Dragons. So let me see. I got consecutive from 1 vote. Yay. I'm not asking what I would get rid of. Okay, so that I don't want even in chat unless I ask you about that. Usually we talk about hand suggestions, but that gets to be a little bit much at this point. So if I ask you, then we can go to that place, which is what I'm doing now, asking you guys for a vote. I need it. Okay, so I don't want to know what I would pass. I want to know if I should go for the consecutive run plus Winds and Dragons, or just stick in Winds and Dragons. So just let me know. Okay, so I got one vote to do consecutive in Winds and Dragons, one to do Winds and Dragons, two to do Winds and Dragons. Okay, let's see. Hello, everybody on YouTube. I got another cute earrings. I make them at my house. How do we get on the email list? Go to mahjcon.com, scroll to the bottom and add your name to the mailing list. Name and email address. MahjCon.com. That's for my YouTube viewers. Okay, so I've got a consecutive with dragons. That's 3. I've got okay, I got another one for Winds and Dragons. And so now I've got, oh geez, 2 consecutive and 4 Winds and Dragons, and Winds and Dragons is winning out. Okay, perfect. So that's what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Winds and Dragons, and so that means I need to get rid of this. That's what won out. Okay, you could stop voting, guys. Look, it could come in my way or no way, right? You just never know. So I will go ahead and get rid of this and this. And I'll do this. Maximize my potential of what I get in. And let's see what happens.
Courtesy pass.
Okay, I got another south. I got the 6 back. You never know what will happen. I can hold it for a bit. I will do 2 here. And let's see what happens. Now, then we're all going to see the tiles very differently. Definitely. I try to point out as much as I can, but I miss stuff. That's why I asked for you to tell me what hands I miss. Yes, I could pivot. I've got choices between line 2 right now and line 4, and even line consecutive run. It could happen. So we'll see. Although I gave up that 5, but that's okay. Could recover it. You just never know. Now we're going to talk about prioritizing discards. As a rule, it's a good idea to get rid of what you have left from the Charleston, what you got at the end, and any other tile that you're left with in the Charleston that you're not using that didn't go out during the Charleston. So let's just say you had a lot of tiles that you were able to pass, and one of them never went out. Those are tiles you want to get out early. The fresher the tile you get out, the better. That makes it harder for your opponents to call. They may not be ready to call. You may force them to call and put up a joker. The reason we get out these leftovers after the Charleston is because sometimes players do give something away that they hope that they're going to get back. So by getting it out now, just like if the 5 goes out now that I would have loved to have gotten back, if that 5 comes out, I can't call it. So I'm like, oh, there goes that 5. And, too bad I can't call it. So just get in the habit of doing that. And then we'll watch and get out the tiles that are not seen on the table first. That's the way you do it. For beginner players, they think the opposite. Once you understand this, you'll never have to think about it twice. Because most beginners think I should hold a tile that I don't see out there. No, you do that later, way later in the game. So we have 99 tiles down here at the bottom right. Thinking of the game in thirds, 33, 33, and 33 helps you figure out what you should and shouldn't do during the game. Beginning 33 tiles, you just want to get out fresh tiles. You're not worried about getting out anything, even if somebody's got exposures. At that point of the game, you got to get tiles out. Second, third, again, pretty similar, but there is going to be more things going on, more things to pay attention to. So we're going to be more alert, and decisions will start to get a little tougher towards the second part of that middle game. The middle game, 100%, we think a lot more about everything we do. And hopefully things will come up and opportunities for us to talk about those strategies during these different phases. But in the meantime, I'm going to get the one out right now.
1 crack, north, west, 8 dot,
Okay, so I'm going to do the 7 first.
7 crack, 9 dot, south, 1 bam,
All right, now I'm just going to peek at the board. I'm looking at the discards all the time anyway, and get in the habit. When you're playing as a newer player, it's hard. When somebody discards a tile, just look at it. Make sure they discarded the right tile. That helps you get in the habit. It's a looking and listening game. Very important. All right, neither are out, so it doesn't matter which ones I do.
9 crack, 8 crack, 2 crack, 2 dot,
Okay, so this is not out, and I know that we got rid of one early on. I'm pretty sure it was a 5 dot.
5 dot, 7
More
crack,
reason to get it out if you remember what went around.
4 crack, 4 dot,
Okay, 3, 2, okay, so I'll do the 3.
3 bam, 3 crack, 6 dot, south,
Okay, both of these are out. Doesn't matter now. I'm going to double up. Very early in the game, somebody said to me, well, a few times they say to me, why don't you just keep, if somebody throws something, why don't you duplicate what they threw? That works too. But the fresher tiles are even more of a priority. So I don't want you to hang on to fresh tiles any longer than you have to. So you're going to end up duplicating very early on anyway, as I'm going to be doing right now.
1 crack, 2 bam, 9 crack, 8 dot,
All right, there's my single.
2 crack, east,
There's an east, so I plant that in my little brain. That one east went out for that hand line number 4. You know, there's that east. But of course, this one right now is promising at this point too.
1 dot, north,
Okay, we'll take that for sure. We will not discount that. Now I am going to be discarding my last discard before I'm going to have to make a decision when something comes in. But as you can see, I have not said to you, I'm playing line 2. I'm playing line 4. No, I've been open. I even kept line number, consecutive run line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 open. But since I got those singles and since I got the pair, I'm not going to go with the 4, 5, 6 or any, I mean, it doesn't make more sense than keeping these options. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this.
6 bam, 3 dot, 8 dot, 7 dot,
Okay, we'll get rid of that.
4 bam,
Pretty much
3
everything that doesn't fit in what I'm doing right now is just
2
going to
dot,
go out. We're at 65 tiles. We've just entered the middle game. You could see I'm not thinking much. I'm playing pretty quick.
8 crack, 7 bam, 9 crack,
Okay, I'm very happy I got that out. Now just imagine I thought there's no 7s out. Look at all those tiles. I'm freaking out. What do I do? Well, I'm going to get rid of this northwest and south instead. No, I wanted that to happen. If I wait any longer, Joe's going to have a chance to form his hand, and later I may give him Mahjong. I'd rather give it for an exposure than for Mahjong.
2 bam,
Okay, we'll take that little guy. Now, it's kind of obvious what I need to do, right? I need to play line number 2. So one of the things when you're playing a hand that has a pair of anything, what you want to think of is I have to protect my pair. Fortunately, I've got 2 options, the red or the green, which gives me some great flexibility. Now, jokers, beginners, you love to put your jokers in between your tiles. Don't do that in the beginning, please. It's very confusing to do that. I know they're pretty, you love them the way they look, but they're floaters for a long time. And if you put them somewhere, this has happened multiple times when I've been watching newer players. A tile goes out and they are like, oh, I don't need it. I got the joker there, but the joker can move to somewhere else where you need it more. Not a good idea. For my purpose now, that joker is going to go here. Unless something changes, it's going to go right in this area, but if I get another soap, then it's going to go with any one of the three, but I know it's got to go in here. So I could stick it there for right now. That'll help me once tiles go out to see the groupings. I need a pair, a pung, and a kong, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get out our wins now. Let's see, we had a north, a west, a south, another north, a south, an east. Doesn't mean that Joe's not playing 5-7-7-9 with the news. So maybe this is a good sign that I need to get it out, but he could be playing a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead and do the south.
South. 1 dot. 5 dot. 4 bam.
Okay, I'm going to do the wins. Wins because of that hand with the news, which is very popular, just says to me that's more of a priority to get out right now. Even if this was a fresh tile, I might just dump those quickly first, just because we have that single grouping of news in the Winds and Dragons and in the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 category.
West. Green.
Okay, now I can call that for a pung. Okay, now I tend to always, you guys know I'm not an early caller unless my hand is pretty well formed, but my hand is pretty well formed at this point. And if I let the green go, I don't know, it could be the other one could be way down at the end of the wall. So in this case, I'm going to call it, and I am going to just hope that I get another joker, another soap, something comes in. That's where luck happens and comes in. We're at 56 tiles. This is a good time now that I could do this, and hopefully it'll be fine. So I'm going to call this for a pung.
Call. North.
Now I need
2.
one more. And when I say I need one more good pick, a lot of times people say, what do you mean by that? I need one more good pick in, a joker or a soap, to be able to call that Kong. Or maybe I'll get a soap and I'll move this guy here and the red will become the Kong, right? Either way. Okay, so let's see if we get
1
a
dot.
little bit of luck tonight.
3 dot.
Okay, so what's more of a priority, the 4 or the 3? They're both out. In the online game, I could look to see what went out earlier. The 4 went out earlier, so I've made prioritize that when I'm playing online. In person, they're scattered all over the table. You're never going to know which one went out earlier, unless it went out just recently. So anyway.
4 crack. North. 2 crack. South.
Ooh, I hate those darn flowers. All right, 48 tiles left. I have 2 flowers. There are none out on the board. That is giving us a lot of tile, what we call tile tells. That tells us that our opponents most likely are playing flowers. And chances are strong that it's going to get called. Now, if somebody calls Mah Jongg right now, I just have to say congratulations. You had better tiles, you had better luck than I did. And that's the way it goes. But if I hold this any longer at this point of the game, I am really taking a big risk. So now or never is really the way it goes with this at this point of the game. At 33 tiles, we'll be in the end game. So that's what we do.
Flower. Call. 5 dot.
Okay, predictable. You know, there's a lot of things we could predict about this game.
East. 3 dot. East. 5 bam. Call. 8 crack.
Now, very interesting. My dear friend Joe put up 5 bams, and I have the other 5 bam. So he was lucky that he had that other 5 bam. Let's see. What is Joe playing? With a pung of 5s and a pung of 7s. 5, 6, 7, 8, consecutive run, line 2 on the left side. We call it left A and the right side B. Is there anything else with a pung of 5s and 7s? Well, I don't see any. So if I'm missing it, this is when you could put it in the chat.
3 crack. West. 7 dot. 4 dot. 3 bam.
Oh, we take that baby, won't we?
3 crack.
All right,
2
what do
dot.
we need to Maj? We need a soap. And
5 dot. Flower.
will we get it before someone else beats us to it?
7 crack.
33 tiles. We've just entered the end game.
9 dot. 7 dot.
See, I'm still not worried about what I'm throwing at this very point. But I'm gonna now pay attention to see what I get in. There's 2 8 3 8 cracks out.
8 crack. Green.
And at this point, with my hand being so well formed, unless I had a obvious tile and playing in person, if I had an obvious Mah Jongg tile, I would probably break my hand up. Okay. Especially if somebody had 3 exposures up, because then I would end up paying for the table. We play for money. But it's still your choice if you want to take a chance. Just know that. It's still your choice. And sometimes, we played a lot of Mahjong with our friends. We had some of us were taking chances and some of us were given Mahjong at the very end. So,
7
yep,
dot.
my husband's out
8
there
dot.
saying, yep. Oh, 1 bam. 1 bam. Why does that one went out early there? Oh, it's the only other 1 bam? Am I missing it? Okay, well, I'm taking a chance.
1 bam. Flower. 7 crack. West.
Oh, I'm trying to see, was there, oh, no, never mind. I thought there was another hand. Okay, 3 bams. I know that they went out recently and 1 there and 1 there, so we're just taking a chance.
3 bam. 7 bam. 9 dot. 8 bam.
Somebody's playing my soaps, huh? Which one of these babies got my soaps?
Call. 2 bam.
Oh, golly. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, yes, yes. That's what we thought.
Joker swap. 9 bam.
Wow. 9 dot. 1, 2. We go.
9 dot. 4 crack. 4 crack.
15 tiles left.
2 crack.
Which one of these guys with the pung? I don't think it cannot be. Yeah, it has to be Agata that's got the soaps. I don't think there's a hand with the pung of flowers. Mm-mm. Okay.
3 crack. So.
Here we go. Now, who threw that? Wes threw that. Let's see what Wes's hand was when we do this mahjong, because that is a very fresh tile for Wes to throw at the end of the game. But let's call mahjong. You don't have to call it, by the way. You can go right to mahjong.
Mah Jongg.
There's our Agata's soaps. She was playing Sixes, line number 3, 3, 6, 9, and Joe was playing the 5, 6, 7, 8 consecutive run line 2A, and Wes had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He decided to take a chance. He was set for Maj, right? I take chances like that when I'm playing online more than I do when I'm playing in person. I really do. All right, so that's the hand, and you got to see a lot of different decision makings here. So we're going to just keep going, 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 going. And next game. And congratulations to me.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. All right, here we go. What I want to do now, we have a different situation. We don't have all singles for our suit tiles. We now have some multiples. And this is how I want you to set things up in the beginning. You know, there's a lot of reasons, there's some more advanced strategy reasons why it's better not to pick tiles from in the middle of your rack and stuff, but we're not going to go through all that now. If you do this system that I have, it's going to help you organize and see things so much easier. I have a pair, I have the flowers, lovely. I have a pair of 5 dots. I have a pair of 7 BAMs. Right away, I'm thinking consecutive something or 5, 7, 7, 9. Those are odds, and they also can be connected with a mixed, another suit in there, 5, 6, 7. It could be, let's see, what else could we do? It could be something else in that consecutive run, but in this particular case, 5, 6, 7 is probably the best bet. And then I want to keep as much as I can of 5, 7, 7, 9, but I don't want to pass this green. That I don't want to do. So let me think about this. Let's put those up there. I don't like to give my dragons away early on. I just don't know if I'm going to need them. So let's see. A 5 dot with the flowers. And let's look in, because we see 5, 6, 7 there for consecutive. For the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, the one hand that has flowers that would work well would be line number 5. And that would be 1, 3, 5 and dot, maybe single, 7 BAM, 9 crack. If we get rid of one of these, maybe it'll be I don't want to get rid of the 5 because of maybe like numbers with 5s. That's why I don't want to get rid of that. So maybe this would be my choice. So let's see if we have something else. Anybody else? That sees a different hand. I'm going to do the 2, the 2s and the 9. So I have consecutive run 5, 6, 7, mixed suit run. Line number 3B, right there. I also have like numbers. I want to keep the 5 in the green. I keep my dragons because they could be line 1 or 3. For 5, 7, 7, 9, I don't know. It's not a whole lot other than that 1, 3, 5 single, 7 BAM, and 9 crack. So this is what I came up with. Okay, so all right, so here's the deal. I've got a couple of people saying the 6 is an outlier, which I understand what you're saying. It's not in the 5, 7, 7, 9, right? But if I have a whole hand here without any gaps, why wouldn't I keep it? Does anybody agree that I should possibly keep that 6 crack? Because I see that I should keep it as an option. I don't see necessarily where the 9 dot gives me more strength to keep it. Agnes says yes, keep it. Carolyn says no. Pam says 2025. 2025. Well, if I had a soap, I probably would go that way. If I kept the twos, I would end up getting rid of the nine dots. I'd have to get rid of three. I don't know about the 2025. It's there is a possibility, but man, I'd like to utilize that 7 BM pair if I can. Leslie says keep it. Phyllis says keep it. Okay, those are some of my more advanced watchers here. So I'm going to go with that. Okay, guys. Look, you could do it the other way and it could work out. All righty. So now, let's see. I got that 3 for 13579. If that were to happen, 13579. And now I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6 cracks, 7, 8, but that takes me away from those flowers. I'm going to try to keep with those flowers right now. So what do I do here? Now I'm in a predicament. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So maybe I give up on the any like numbers thought since I haven't gotten any more 5s. And I would do this over that. So what do you think? Do you think there's anything here more important to keep than thinking about the 135 single right there? There's that hand, and then still 5, 6, 7. Let's see. Agree. Pam agrees with this. All right. Look, I got, I don't want to spend all night taking votes, but I could. All right. Okay, I got one more tile for 13579, and now we're on a first left. So if I want, I could do the blind pass. Let's see what happens. Maybe this guy is going to end up not even being part of my hand. It's starting to get 13579 is starting to look pretty darn nice. Do I want to totally give up, maximize what I get in? Maybe so. Maybe so. And what I would end up, let's see. Well, I don't want to get rid of this. I think that needs to be a pivot hand. If I get the pair for that. I think I'm going to do this tile and hopefully maximize what I get in. That's what I'm going to do. Interesting. Very interesting, I might say. I do see 5, 7 dot, maybe with 7, 5, 6, 7 as a backup, but I don't think so. But I'm going to continue because I have to pass 3. So we're going to go.
Second Charleston.
We're going. We're doing it. It is what it is. And by the way, don't get thrown off when you see something and decide to change unless what you're changing to is way stronger than what you're focusing on. I see people changing like at the end of the Charleston and all of a sudden that's not a good thing. All right, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. I mean, there are things I could do, but I do want to try to get one thing in.
Courtesy pass.
Let's see. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Look at how pretty that came in. All right. I am not going to pass the green because I broke and passed one. So somebody's sitting with that other green. Instead, it's going to get discarded early. But I will do my 2 here.
8 crack.
And we're going to do that one first and then those. And then start like we usually do. I need one good pick for the 7 bam, and I need one good pick for the 9 crack. So I will take one good pick that I could use, like a joker, with either. Nonetheless, I need some good picks for those two to call those Kongs, and I can call the flower pretty much at any time. If I wanted to keep that 5, 6, 7, or no, 5, 6, 7 is done. It's out of the way already. So, okay. So ignore this. We're
7
done with
crack.
that one now. I just
4
need
dot.
one joker. All right, let's move this out.
Green. 7 dot. 2 bam. 6 bam.
Okay, just like that. And we'll do the 8 bam.
8 bam. 9 bam. Flower.
Okay, we're going to call that. Early call for me, but my hand is well formed. That's how you make those decisions. My hand is well formed. We are looking at line 5 on the right side. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. The 3 singles followed by 2 Kongs. Line 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I'm going to call that Pung.
Call.
And the good news is that there's Pungs in several hands. Nobody really knows what I'm doing at this point. Now, I know the 7 was left over after the Charleston, but somebody discarded one. So I'm going to prioritize by doing the North because I didn't see a whole lot of wins going around. I think someone kept them. So I want to get rid of it.
North. 4 bam.
No.
6 crack. 5 dot.
Okay. So now I did get rid of this. It's somewhere in somebody's hand. I do want to get rid of it. It's not on the board. That's what's going to go right now.
9 dot. 9 crack.
Okay. So here's the 9 crack. Do I call it now? Yes, because it's a Kong. Am I going to be in that same situation I was the last hand, praying that I get a joker or something before another 7 bam goes out? Yes, I am. But my hand is well formed. I'm going to call that for a Kong.
Call. 7 dot. 7 bam.
And there's that 7 bam that I can't call yet. So I know I need one joker for that Kong. Right away, I know I need a joker. So
7 dot. 6 dot.
all righty, 4 bam, everything is out. We're going to be duplicating now.
4 bam.
By the way, I could also get
Flower.
my own joker.
9 bam. 5 crack.
And no 8's out. Yes, early on.
8 crack. 8 bam. 9 dot. 7 crack.
Give me one more good pick, please.
East. 9 dot. 3 bam. 5 crack. 4
Go out.
bam. 4 crack. Call. 2 crack.
Okay, we have a 4 crack and a joker exchange available. Please, as a newer player, slow up. Make sure you look around the board before you're around your opponent's racks to you don't miss a joker exchange.
8 dot. 5 bam. Call. North.
Okay, so we've got a Pung of 5 bams and a Kong of 4 cracks. So what is he playing? 3, 4 crack, 5 bam, 6 bam. That would be line number 2B under consecutive run. Start practicing finding these hands that your opponent's playing. 2 suits, 2 numbers in a row. That's easy to figure that one out. Is there something else that he could be playing? No.
8 crack.
Okay.
6 crack. So. Red. East.
What did somebody say? Line 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Line 4 of what? Can't be line 4 of consecutive. Oops. I got an oops. All right.
Flower. 2 dot. 2 crack. So.
Pam, there's our good soaps we wanted. Somebody was holding them hostage on us.
8
Or
crack.
maybe they were just in
Green.
the wall. Oh, the green. Oh, one did go
4
out
bam.
earlier. I was thinking somebody held it.
9 bam.
The one cracks. They went around. Who's going to call it?
1 crack. East.
Nope.
North. 9 bam. 2 bam. 2 dot. 4 dot. North.
Amazing. 6.
7 crack. 8 dot. West. 8 dot. 1 crack. 1 dot. Red. West.
All right, we're at 36 tiles. We're almost in the end game. So we're getting down there, almost into that last third of the tiles left.
8 bam. 5 crack. West. 5 crack.
Okay. 6 crack. They're good too. Okay.
6 crack. 9 dot.
Not that anything is good. Every tile could be hot till the very last tile on this year's card because of all those singles.
So. 6 crack.
Ooh,
4 bam. 8 bam.
a lucky pick there. That's not skill, that's luck.
3 bam. 4 dot.
There's a tile that is hot, 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 hot. Nope, I am not going to try out for American Idol, folks. Sorry about that. All righty, all righty. Oh, you're welcome, Judy. You're welcome, Judy. Thank you. Sorry, I always apologize to my YouTube viewers because when they chat, when they put a message, there's such a delay that sometimes I don't see it in time. But Joe, am I going to take a chance? Yeah, I'm going to take a chance. There's not 3 exposures up, but I do know what he needs, but it's a computer game, so I can say that. And if Joe wins right now, I'll just say congratulations, Joe, but I'll be very happy with how my hand turned out. So here you go, Joe.
3 crack. Mah Jongg.
It's always nerve-wracking when that thing goes, Mah Jongg. Anyway, so good job, Joe. Good job, Joe. Well, that's okay. I would have liked to have taken a chance. Let's see in the remaining tiles. Look at how far down my 7 was, and no more jokers. And oh, one more joker here. Look at how far down it was. So it was I had potential for sure. And let's see. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So we knew that. Any like numbers line 1 for Wes. Coming in nice, but sort of struggling. 3 tiles away from Maj. Agata Quince line 2. Nice try, Agata. Quince line 2 with 1 joker, I guess. Okay, whatever. Uh, doesn't seem like it's the smartest hand that you would be playing, but whatever. All right, there we go. Let's go again. Okay, so again, I didn't Maj, but I'm very happy with how my hand turned out. So if you don't Maj, you're not going to Maj every time. 1 out of 4 people is going to Maj. If you get to a good place like this, you did good. You did good.
First Charleston.
Oh, I got a pung of flowers to start. And I've got 1s and 9s. Oh my goodness. You guys see the hand that I see? Do you guys see the hand that I see, even though I have a pair of 4s here? 4s and 9s don't go together. They're not good neighbors. They're Hatfield and McCoy tiles. Yeah, look at that. Wow, pretty. Honestly, if I had a choice, I would keep those and I would get rid of those 3. Here's my thinking. My thinking. Flowers, remember you guys, hold up your hand suggestions until I've gone through, but I did ask if anybody sees what I see there. So does anybody see what I see? Let me look. Oh, Leslie left early. I know she has to leave sometimes. Janine said addition. Good job, Janine, for seeing that hand. So here's my thinking. I've got the multiple nines. I'm going to want to do the 1 plus 9 in dots. Okay. I would love to keep the north and south just in case. Well, maybe not, actually. I'm going to think twice about that because of the flowers. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But we don't want to pass. I just retract what I just said. I don't have any problem passing this here. Now, wait a second. This one I would want to maybe keep. Do I want to maybe keep it? I'm still thinking of that same hand we just played. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Maybe it would have to end up being in. I don't want to pass the north and south together. I think the 1 crack can go. So here's my thinking. Keep the 1 crack for the 10. 1 plus 9 equals 10. Line 4. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Line 4. Get rid of one of the 1 cracks so I don't have to pass a north and south together because north and south go together with the winds and dragons, odd numbers. I don't want to pass them together. Let's see. I think I'm going to do this. Good, bad, or indifferent. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And don't see anything else at the moment. 5, 6, 7 that I would keep. Oh, a north came in. I was thinking the north is south, but those 3 pretty flowers, I can't do anything there. We're going to do this. Mm, mm, mm. Now we've got this. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 in the same suit is a possibility. 1, 3, 5. We talked about 1. Oh, better even yet. 1, 3, 5 to keep and bams and 7 and 9 crack. That same hand we just played. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. So we've got some good options. Look at that. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, as well as 1 plus 9 equals 10. There we go. There we go. We got some good choices. I like it. Okay, so let's talk about it again. The same hand we were just doing with the mixed suits. Line 5B, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 5B. Hung of flowers, 1, 3, 5, and bam, 7 and 9 cracks. Or line number 4, the addition hand, 1 plus 9 equals 10. Okay, no, 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 no.
Courtesy pass.
Okay, nothing else came in that I'm really thrilled about. Do I want to keep this for a possible same suit 1, 3, 5? I mean, I could, but I need that 1. Maybe should I just do 2? Do I keep that 7? I don't know. I don't know. I like to keep open as much as I can. I could do 2. It's not going to kill me.
Flower.
All right, nothing up here. And so we just proceed.
So,
there's 1 soap that I plant in my head. Now I got this for the 1 plus 9 equals 10. Okay. I've
6
got
crack. 5
discards,
bam.
so we're good to go.
8 bam. Green.
That was the one left over after the Charleston.
2 bam. 8 bam. West. 2 dot.
Oh my God. No Quinta Flowers on this year's card. Where are you when I need you? Wow. Okay. I'm going to hold it for a little bit. Not long, but just a little. Early on, I'll hold them for a little tiny bit, just in case. I have 4. There's one out. That's 5. This is 6. There's only 2 more, which really says to me you don't want to hold it any longer than you need to, because if someone needs a pair, it's going to be challenging. But I'm just going to hold it just for a teeny weeny bit.
4 dot. North. 1 bam.
That would be what I would need for that 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 hand.
7 bam.
So I have to remember that for sure.
4 bam. 9 crack. West. 2 crack. Call. 7 bam.
Okay, we have a pung of 2 cracks up here.
4 crack. Call. East.
And a pung of 4 cracks with a joker exchange. Oh, oh, how do you like that? Now, it's a pretty hand there, but I need 1 good pick to call the 9 dot, and I need 2 good picks to call that 1 dot. Wow. Okay, that is crazy. What do I want to think about? Obviously, the 7 dot. I'm going to get rid of the flower, I promise, really quick. So we are good to go.
7 dot. 4 bam. 4 bam. West.
Funny, and I don't even need it. Funny, 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 for any reason at all at this point in the game.
So, 6 bam. 1 crack. 8 bam.
Okay, I'm going to get rid of the flower right now.
Flower. 6 crack. 5 bam. 3 dot.
And there's 1 green out. There's no 8 cracks out, so that makes the 8 more important to get out at this point.
8 crack. Call. East.
That's why the strategy proves itself. If I held it any longer, and Joe has a great hand and lots of jokers, it could be Mah Jongg rather than an exposure, or maybe I'm pressuring him into exposing because he knows that it's a Kong he needs, and he's saying what I said before, which is maybe my other 8 crack is way at the end of the wall. So maybe he had to call that and use his only joker. I don't
Joker
know.
swap. 7 dot.
Who took my joker? All right, 6 BMs are not out.
6 bam. West.
With all those evens showing up there, you better believe it's a good idea to get it out.
North. 7 bam.
Okay. No,
3 dot.
no, and it's
9
not
bam.
out.
South. 6 dot. Call. 2 crack.
Okay, so what do we got there? We have 6 and 8. So we could do, it's going to be either 6, 7, 8, the consecutive run, line 3B, or it's going to be 5 dot, 6 dot, 7 crack, 8 crack. Fun is to, if you're good at counting tiles pretty quickly, is to kind of figure out 7 BMs, how many are out? 1, 2, 3. Probably not 6, 7, 8. Or his hand is dead as a doornail. So 5 dot, 6 dot, 7 crack, 8 crack, line 2B is it. I don't think there's anything else. If you could see anything else, let me know.
9 dot.
Oh, no jokers. That means I need a joker for there. And I have such a weak 1 thing going on. 3, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. Okay. I'm just like thinking of backups right now, and I don't think I'm gonna have too
5
many.
bam. Joker swap. 8 dot.
If I could pivot to something else if I need to, but like I'm thinking 7 crack, 8 bam. 3 are out. Forget about it.
3 dot. 6 bam.
All right, 5 crack. Again, it's not out, so it's got to go out regardless of whether I give an exposure, I give Mah Jongg. If I want a chance at winning, I can't hold tiles I think people need.
5 crack. Call. Flower.
That's what I thought was going to happen. Okay, so we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, or what else could it be? 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6. So Agatha needs 7 cracks and Joe needs 7 cracks. Is that what, am I looking at that right? Whoa. Oh my goodness gracious. So what do I do with this guy now? This is a tile that probably should go out right now. If I want any chance of winning. And there's a possibility. I mean, my hand is weak. It's so weak. Joe could need 2 bams. Oh, Joe could need 2 bams. Joe. Oh, 2 bams? Oh, 6. 2 plus 6. No, wait a minute. Yes, 2 bams. 2 plus 6 equals 8. That's good. That was a good one. Who saw that? Pam, of course. Pam. Oh, she's so good. So good. Pam. All right, Pam, yes, that is right. 2 plus 6 equals 8. Beautiful. All right, so maybe it's only Agatha with those 3 jokers. And is this going to give her Mahjong at this early in the game? Well, let's go.
7 crack. Joker swap. 4 bam.
They're both playing 7 cracks. All right. Amazing. 3 exposures, no jokers. Whoa.
Red.
Not the tile I want. Okay? It's not the tile I want. And that's not even funny. Oh, you know what else? For Agatha could also be playing several hands. Not just 4, 5, 6, 7. What am I thinking? Could be line 5 or 6 in consecutive run. Jeez.
1 crack. 9 bam. 3 crack. Call. 7 bam. Joker swap. Mah Jongg.
Okay. So Agatha was doing 2, 3, 4, 5. Not, well, actually, oh yeah, because he only had up the 4 and 5, right? So I thought it was 4, 5, 6, 7, but it could have been 2, 3, 4, 5. It could have been line 5 or 6 with what he had. Many different things. Wow. And then consecutive run line 2, again, 2, 3, 4, 5, the pung kong. And who has my 1 dots? Anybody? Let's see. 1, 2. Wait, where are the other ones? Here's 3. 1. Oh no, 1 went. No, 1 didn't go out. 1, 2. Where's the other one? Why am I missing it? I don't know, but it's really weird. How could I be missing it? 1, 2, there they are. All 3 of my 1 dots. Only 1 joker left. I would have had to do joker exchanges only to be able to make this hand. Now, it didn't come in really good. We had some direction, but it just didn't form. That's going to happen sometimes. Oh my goodness, look at those pretty pung of 5 dots. 5, 6, 7, 8. How pretty is that? Nice. Nice.
First Charleston.
All right, we got to get another game in, but no jokers to start. Another hand with no multiples of the suit tiles. Let's put it into evens or odds to start. See how it looks. There's our evens right there. I have no jokers. Guess what I could keep an eye on? Singles and pairs. Line number 2. All the singles and pairs are baby bits of the bigger hands. So if you start getting jokers in and you have a good pivot hand, you could pivot, no problem. But in the meantime, I could keep an eye on it. So what else could I put into this 2, 4, 6, 8, these nice even numbers here for the 2, 4, 6, 8 category? Is there anything that I might want to add in? I probably, since I've got 4s and 6s, 4, 5, 6 might work out pretty nice for something consecutive. So that's what I do. I start out with my main category, see if I could fill in something else, keep something else that might work out with another category. And when you collect these kind of tiles, you end up with multiples too, which could lead to any like numbers. So we've got a lot going on, right? All right, one more tile towards my 2, 4, 6, 8 singles and pairs. So now, what would I keep possibly? I'm going to keep the 5. Why the 5 DM? Because I see flower 4, 5, 6 with the greens. Consecutive run, line number 5. That gives me then that one to get rid of. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could do this. I got to think about this now. My 2, 4, 6, 8, I normally would not give up that 8 dot. I could do a blind pass to see what happens, but oh no, I will give it up. Okay, this is going to be one of those hands. It's going to be a little tricky if I get in another tile that I need. The rule of thumb is don't stop the Charleston, right? Whoops, almost got rid of the wrong one. If I get in a single or something, oh, it's going to kill me. I could get it back though. But if I follow my, see, I could stop it. I could stop it, but I'm giving up looking at 12 additional tiles. So all I have to do is get through the second left in across that maybe I'll recover if I have to give something up. This is a risky proposition. But if I follow my own rule, I would continue. Let's continue and see what happens. This happened to me playing with my friends. And I didn't get it back and I never made the hand, but let's do it. We're going to try. We're going to try.
Second Charleston.
It's a big risk. Interesting. Luckily, I didn't get in a tile I need. All right. Now I have all these evens and I didn't get in an additional tile toward my hand. I'm going to do the 1 here. I'm going to keep everything else just because I'll have more pivot flexibility.
Courtesy pass.
And I'll do 1. In real life, if somebody says 1 during the option, I'll just say no, thank you, because you know that they have really good tiles. Not one hand, but good tiles. The computer will give it to me. If I play the advanced bots, they don't do it. They decline it. No, I'm sorry. They decline it if you stop the Charleston. Yes, if someone stops the Charleston and your opponent asks you for an across, you say no, thank you. That's the right thing to do. So let's say we're going to go with, do I need this for any reason? No, I probably want to do 6, 7, 8 anyway.
Flower.
All right, I'm going to keep all my 2, 4, 6, 8s until I have run out of discards. Okay, we don't need that.
West. 8 crack.
Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. We got some decisions to make. I'll have more teaching opportunity if I Don't just stick with the singles and pairs hand. How many people want me to stick with the singles and pairs hand? If I didn't stick with the singles and pairs, I would go to one of my favorite hands this year, line 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'd keep the 2s for the pungs or the 8s for the pungs. I'd also keep 2 suits of 6 8s. So 6 and 8 dot, maybe. I got rid of that other 8. Or 6 and 8 bam, maybe. And 2 and 4 I have in dots. I would do that. And I would start to bail. I'm way further away. So much further away. So who wants me to stick with singles and pairs? Give me a vote. Give me a vote, vote, vote. You do 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to say I could still pivot to that line 4. If I did 2, 4, 6, 8 and bams, 2 cracks and 2 dots for the pungs for line 4, I still have pivot ability. What do you think? Singles and pairs, I got 1 vote. Ooh, ooh. Any more? Any more? Stay. I got 1 more for a stay from YouTube. All right, I'm going to do that. Does it matter which one I pick at this point? I don't think so. Nerve-wracking. 2, 4, 6, 8. I need at least another soap.
6 dot.
It's
4
early.
East. 8 crack. 7 dot. East. 5 bam. 6 crack.
Okay, 1 more tile toward it.
8 bam. 9 crack. 4 crack. Flower.
Oh, wrong suit. I need a soap. I need to keep that for any reason, for 8s or whatever, singles and nah, I don't think so.
Red. 8 crack. Flower. 5 crack. 7 dot. 7 crack. East. 1 crack. 3 dot call. 1 bam.
Okay, we have 1 3 dot exposure and a joker exchange available. If I were going to pivot, I would like it. I'll take it anyway, even if I don't pivot, but let's see what happens.
Call. West.
Oh, and a 1 bam available too.
1 crack. 5 dot. West. 2 dot. 2 dot. 3 bam. 7 dot. 4 crack. 6 bam. 8 dot. 9 dot. Call. West.
9s. Hung of 9s. Wrong number.
8 bam.
I'm sticking to
7
it.
bam. 7 crack.
This makes me nervous about the soaps. Joe's playing 2, 3, 4 with the soaps. Or 3s. No, it wouldn't be the other one.
East. 3 crack. 7 bam. 7 crack. 9 crack. 5 bam. 2 bam.
There's 1 2 bam. I have 3 more shots at getting it.
6 crack. 6 crack. South. 2 bam.
1 more, 2 more. That's the second one, right? 2 more shot.
6 bam. 3 bam.
Got it.
2 crack.
I need
7 dot.
1 soap. That's it to get set for Maj if Joe doesn't have my other soaps.
7 crack. 9 dot. 9 bam. 5 bam. 5 crack. 5 crack. 8 bam. Red. 3 crack. 2 crack.
Oh my God.
2 crack.
That is
Green.
crazy.
3 crack. 3 bam.
You don't need it. I don't need it. And I don't think anybody else needs it either for me to have to do it at exchange and give Wes a possible jokerless hand.
1 bam. 6 dot. 3 crack. 7 bam.
I dot. One went out earlier. This could be a needed tile, but nonetheless, I'm not giving up on this
5
hand.
dot. 1 crack. Red. 4 bam. Green. 2 crack. Red. 4 crack. 4 bam. 4 crack. 6 bam. 2 dot. 5 bam. 8 dot. Joker. 6
Joe
dot.
just threw a joker. 11 tiles less. Chances are he broke up his hand. Oh, what's sad deal?
Joker. Joker swap. Joker.
All
8
right.
crack.
So Wes broke up his hand. Joe did.
3 bam.
No, 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 no. Let's see. 1 9 crack. 1 2 9 cracks. All right. So with Agatha having a pung of 9 dots, what if she was playing any like numbers? She would have at line 2, she would have to have a Kong of 9s in her hand, and it wouldn't be able to be 9 cracks. Are there 9 bams out? Wow. Yes, there is 1 9 bam. Okay, so it's not that hand. What else could she be playing? North and south. Pam said north and south. All right, so there's 1 9 crack out, 2 9 cracks out, and I have the third one. So she needs that for a pair. And then, yeah. Oh, smart thing to do would be to break up my hand. If I were playing in person, do I want to do that? Damn. Son of a gun. So 4 jokers are showing. That means there are 4 out there. Joe could have another. Maybe she just doesn't have a strong enough hand to call that for Maj right now. But look, how many north and south are out? None. There are 1 south. So she would need a joker for that. You want me to take a chance? Yes? Give me 1 yes, and I'll do it. If not, I'm breaking up my hand. Want me to take a chance? What would you do, Pam? Carolyn says, yes, take a chance. Take a chance. Look, this is so pretty. I have 1 more pick in the wall.
9 crack. Joker.
Whew.
7 bam. 3 dot.
Darn. What a good try. Joe, do you have the 9s? Does Agatha have the soaps? I think Agatha is. Well, it could be Joe could be playing north-south too, right? I don't know. I haven't looked at the 3s. Yeah. The other 3s. Think so. Okay. So, let's do that.
4 bam. 1 crack. 2 bam. Wall game.
Wall game. Oh, Joe had my soaps. Darn. Wes had one of my soaps. 1 plus 9 equals 10 for Wes. Joe, 1 3 5 with the soaps. Oh my God. Agatha, north and south with 9s. And guess what she needed? Let's see. Well, let's see. Yeah, right? She needed, wait a minute, she had the single, the pair. Yeah, no, she didn't need my tile. That's why she didn't take it, but she needed a south or a joker. And look who has her north and south. He broke his hand up. Okay, that is pretty. I didn't make it, but man, I came close. That's a nice hand. All right, what do we got? One more game. One more game.
Here's Charleston.
All right. My voice is going hoarse tonight. I don't know. Let's leave those 3 and 5s right there. And the 2. Those are the 3 pairs that I want, the multiples that give you a strength to begin with. What can we do? We could do a lot of good things with these tiles. It could be a 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 something. It could be a run. It could, yeah, I mean, it could be definitely a lot of stuff. Even 1, 2, 3, 4 with 2 suits. We got lots of good things going on here. So I do not want to get rid of any of that. Let's see what else we could do. 2, keep this 2. Oh, I do have 2025. I do have a lot of that. Any reason to keep east and west? I don't think so. The 6, and we're going to do, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. But if I want to keep this in case of 2025, which is a possibility, I've got a lot toward 2025. I don't want to pass east and west together. But we have to give up something here. So I guess I'll do the 3 crack. Another 5. 4, 8, and east. Now I'm going to be in very, very crazy territory here because of these multiples. I got to be very careful. 2, 4, 6, 8. No. 3, 5 with the greens. I see 1 bam, 3 bam, 5 bam with the greens possibility. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. All right. I think I'm going to do this. This is a lot of 2025, even without the soaks, because there's definitely a few hands without singles, so that's not a bad option. I think I'm going to stick with that right now. Let's see. Continue. Of course.
Second Charleston.
Of course, that's a pretty pass. We haven't really talked about pretty passes, but every pass is almost pretty unless you have like a Hatfield and McCoy couple tiles. Every pass could be something. Don't be so nervous about all that stuff. We're going.
Courtesy pass.
Okay, so we'll do 3. We'll do 3. And then see what happens. It really is, 2025 is really strong right now. So we'll just get rid of these here for now.
6 dot, 3 dot, 5 dot. So
I would have liked those in my hand.
8 crack, 9 crack, 1 bam, 7 dot.
Certainly keep that.
8 dot, west, 4 bam, 5 crack.
Would have
9
liked
bam,
that too.
6 dot.
So I do got like numbers with 5s and like numbers with 2s as a possible pivot
West,
hand.
red, east, 3 dot, 4 crack, call, east.
Okay, we have 4 crack available for Joker exchange.
9 bam, 4 dot, 6 bam, 7 dot, 1 crack, 3 crack, 6 dot, 5 dot.
I don't like my tiles going out that I want to get.
3 bam, 2 crack.
2 crack. 2 crack. It's really early to commit to anything right now. really early. And I can't, it's just too early. 2025. I mean, the bottom concealed hand could even
6
be
bam.
possibility in 2025.
8 crack. 1 bam. 7
I could
crack.
do, it could be line 1, 2, or 5 at this point.
5 dot.
Oh, 5 dots.
6 crack.
Flying
9
out the
dot.
door.
1 crack. Flower.
Okay. If I get 1 soap, the 5 dots, 1, 2, 3 went out. It'd have to be with the 2s. 2025 with the 2s. That is a possibility. Well, my friends, I am going to stick in the 2025 or any like numbers as a pivot category at this point. So I'm getting rid of the 3s.
3 bam. 9 crack. 1 crack. Red.
Few jokers wouldn't hurt. Okay, that's not going to help me too much. Unless I get more jokers and I do 2025
3
with
bam.
something else.
North.
I don't know. Let's see. Concealed hand. 2s, 0s, 2s, 5s. Possibility.
8 crack. 1 dot. South. North. 7 dot. 2 bam.
We're in the middle game. We just went in the middle game. No, we're kind of in there already. Oh, 2 bam again. Cannot. Unfortunately, this is a tough hand right now. All right, we'll get rid of let's see. Let's think about it. Okay, so line 1, if I got a soap, would be fabulous. Fabulous. How many 2 bams went out? Let's see. A 2 crack and a 2 bam. So this could be called, and this could be called. And my flowers. That's really pretty for line 1. Concealed hand, I could do it with 2 cracks, 2 dots, 5 bams, or yeah, that would be the best scenario. So, oh, line 2 doesn't make any sense when I have all those flowers. Line 3, so line 1 or, oh golly, okay. If I want to pivot to a like numbers option, I have the 2s are going to be better because of all the 5 dots that went out. How many 2s? A couple of 2s went out, 1 in each suit. Better. Is there going to be any chance that that's going to happen? 2s, 0, 2, 5. If I got another soap and I could call the 2, line 2, and I got a soap or a joker and I called the soap, I need another joker. I could call, oh, I'm a little weak. And I got to get rid of something. Maybe I just got to stick in the 2025 and get rid of the green.
Green.
Oh,
9 dots.
stressful one. I
Five
can't
crack.
figure out. Ooh, no, I didn't want that anyway. I want a soap.
9 dots.
I mean, I could do something with it if I was gonna do that. No. See, I'm thinking if I did line 2, if I had enough, and then I got rid of a flower and somebody called it and put up jokers, I could get some joker bait with it. But it's like I want
West.
one more tile to,
Red.
and I would do that.
South.
I really
7
would.
crack.
I would
8
do line 2 and give up the flowers.
8 bam. West.
If I got
East,
one more tile
east.
that worked, made sense.
9 crack.
We're
5
in
red.
the end game. Boy, those 5 dots don't want to quit, do they? Nope. Now, interesting. Let's look at this. If I call the 5 dot with the jokers, nobody could get the jokers. I can call the flower, and I need a soap. It's a big risk, but it would be an interesting risk. Wow. What do you think, guys? So I'm looking at line 1. If I call the 5 dot with the jokers are dead. Nobody can get it. If I can get call the 5 bam and the flower before the soaps go out, nobody's using them. That hand is a definite hand. Pam says yes. Carolyn says yes. Randy says yes. Wow, that's a kind of a cool little thing. Now, it's a little bit more advanced thinking, but I know that all the 5 dots are out. So nobody can get the jokers. Otherwise, it would be a crazy decision. I'm going to take a chance. Let's try it. Do it. Everybody says do it. Okay, I'm doing a pung of 5 dots.
Call.
Okay. What else would I keep? Let's see. Nothing. I'm doomed. Let's just say I'm doomed.
5 crack. 3 crack. 9 dot. 3 dot.
All right. What I have to get out most important. 9 BMs are out. 2 BMs. 1 went out. 2 dots with those 4s up. 2 dots. Sometimes when you have to make these decisions, it's almost a good decision. If you have a partner, somebody else playing, or a competitor, I should say, playing your tiles, and you want to make sure you get things out. But I think I'll do this
2
rather.
dot. 2 dot. 8 bam. 2 dot.
Any 9 cracks? Yeah.
2 bam. 8 dot. 9 bam. 2 bam.
Oh, darn. I really, really wanted
3
to
crack. 2 crack.
take that hand
8 bam.
home.
Red.
I really did. Oh, and no 4 dots out. No 4 dots out. Agatha's playing like numbers with 4s, has one of the soaps. Maybe. I'm just saying, I don't know. No 4 dots out, though. It's pretty dangerous. 17 tiles left. I'm 4 tiles away from Mah Jongg at this. Well, once I discard, I'll be 3 tiles away, rather. If somebody else throws, well, there's one. No, there's no 4 dots out. No, there's one 4 dot out. Early, though. So I'm gonna play it safe, just because if somebody else does throw a 4 dot, then I can throw it. Follow them. We call that follow the leader.
9 crack. 2 dot.
It's just my chances of making Mahjong are very slim.
2 bam. 7 crack. 9 bam. 6 crack. 8 dot. 3 crack.
Okay, let's see what's gone out recently. 9 bam, 6 bam. Darn. I can't even, 9 tiles, I'm not going to make Mahjong. Okay, what's this? What's my potentially safest tile to get out here right now? 7, 2, 6, 8s, 2s, 9s, 3s, 5. Maybe the 5 crack.
5 crack.
So I'm breaking
3
up my
dot.
hand.
Joker.
Broke up his
6
hand.
dot.
Joe broke up his hand.
Joker's
Gives me
call.
a safe tile to discard.
Joker. 7
That's why I
crack.
did the swap.
Joker. Joker.
Everybody's broken up. I don't know if West did. All right, next safest tile. And I only have to worry about one person because I don't think he threw. broke up his hand. Oh, I don't want to give Mah Jongg, but I don't know. I'm not good at counting tiles. So if anybody else knows, are there 4 of a wind out? If there's 4 of a wind out, then I could do the north. 1, 2, 3. What? 4 east? Okay, good.
North. Joker. Wall game.
Another wall game. Everybody broke up their hand. Okay, well, that was good. We saw how we had to break it up at the end there. There was no sense for me to continue at that stage of the game being 3 tiles away. I would have had to pick 3 amazing picks or a miracle would have had to happen. But anyway, we had a lot of good learning opportunities tonight. So that's really cool. Thank you, everybody, for coming to Wednesday night skill building. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel where I always post replays on this and you can watch them back or other good content, head over to MahjCon. Please subscribe. Click the bell so you get notifications. Give me a thumbs up, please, and leave a comment if you want. And until I see you again, please practice, practice, practice. Thank you all for watching from YouTube and coming and joining me on Zoom. And good night.